Hey everyone, this is Moose Tracks. Uh, I'm sure y'all have heard by now, the WWE Universe has lost a living legend, an icon, if you must. Hulk Hogan has passed away at the age of 71. Now, they're not saying what it was, but they're thinking it was a heart attack. They worked on him for 30 minutes to try to revive him, but they were unable to. Um, I'm sure everyone has, great memories of Hulk Hogan. For the people like me, I actually used to watch Hulk Hogan wrestle back in his day, wrestling other icons. Major icons like Andre the Giant, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, um, Ultimate Warrior, Big Boss Man. Um, It's actually sprinkling right now. Go figure. I'm doing a video here while it's sprinkling and I'm outside. I wanted to do it outside just because of the fact that it had a lot more light and everything. And I'm trying to find out where my ring light is and not really finding it right now. I know I have it, but I just don't know where it's at. So I decided to come outside. um, but yeah, he was supposed to come to the Hulk Hogan wrestling shop in here in Pigeon Forge when they do the grand opening, and just had something flying around me here. But he was supposed to be at the Hulk Hogan wrestling shop at the grand opening in Pigeon Forge here in Tennessee, and I never really got the chance to really meet him. I've met a lot of wrestlers over the years. I've met people like Batista. I've met Vince McMahon. I've met John Cena a couple of times. I've met Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've met people like Rey Mysterio, the Dudley Boys. Um, I met Carlito. He's a pretty cool guy. But when you have that one wrestler, that one person that you really looked up to all those years, and you never really got the chance to meet him, yeah, it kind of hits you pretty hard. Me, I mean, I am kind of taking it hard because, like I said, I grew up watching him. Multiple TV shows. He did a couple episodes with the A Team. Of course, he did another movie with Sylvester Stallone and the Rocky, where he played his wrestler forte there, and of course you had him and Sylvester Stallone as Rocky going head to head. It was a really good movie, and you look back at all those fond memories of all the different times that you watched him, and you're like, I want to do that one day. I want to go. I want to join the wrestling, and who knows, maybe actually go and wrestle up against him. But unfortunately, that didn't work out for me. My sport was football, so and needless to say, I blew my knee out, and I never got to go pro because I actually wanted to play for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Sorry, Tennessee fans, I am a Buckeye. I was born in Dayton, Ohio, so naturally I was born a Buckeye, I'll die a Buckeye. Um, However, I am also a Colts fan, so the only time I really rooted for Tennessee were those 4 years that Peyton Manning played. But to get back on track, Hulk Hogan is probably one of the biggest humanitarians you can possibly think of. When you think of, icons, you think of other people like that, but when you think of humanitarians, come on, Hulk Hogan did a lot for the community. He did more than I can even think about. Um, he has several charities that he donated to. He, I mean, literally, the world has lost a living legend. I mean, that's all. That's really the only way we can say it. Um, I'm gonna try to get up under the canopy here. Um, but yeah, needless to say, it just, uh, it's really kind of hard. It really is. But my dog Stitch is in here going nuts. Hi, buddy. Um, but I mean, with Hulk Hogan, it's just he was one of those people that either you love him or you hate him. I mean, there is no in between. Now, did he do a lot of things that I'm sure he regrets? I'm sure there is. Everybody does. But the fact is, he put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into the WWE. He made history several times. In fact, he made history. I mean, again, he's gone up a lot against some of the greats. Just to name a few more, he's gone up against the Iron Sheik. He's gone up against Nikolai Volkov. He's gone up against JYD, Junkyard Dog. He's gone up against the British Bulldog. He's gone up, if I'm not mistaken, he actually went up against the Legion of Doom in a tag team match. I'm not really sure who he had as a partner, but yeah. But I mean, he not only made legends, he became a legend. And it just, it's really hard to think that, he's gone, 71 years. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm 51 years old right now, and I mean, I'm in the best shape of my life. I mean, I'm a little overweight, which that's fine, but I mean, I am trying to lose the weight and everything. But I mean, my blood pressure back in high school was extremely high. They actually talked about putting me on medication for it. And I'm like, no, because I'm not going to take it. I'm like, the only reason, that I'm dealing with all this is because of the fact that you have, the stress of school, the stress of peer pressure and everything like that. Once I got out of school and everything, believe it or not, 51 years old and my blood pressure is better now than it was back then. So, I mean, do I know what my health is right now? No. I mean, I have no insurance. But eventually I will, and I'll be able to go see doctors and, see exactly where I am. But, I actually found this out from my wife while I was at work. So, I mean, I really couldn't do a video. You can see I'm still in my work shirt. Um, but, you know, it's really hard, especially if you're a true WWE fan like I am. I mean, I've grown up watching WWE for the longest. I mean, back when WCW was around, back when they actually called it WWF, which I know for a fact, the whole, any true fan knows the whole thing behind that and why they call it the WWE, which is World Wrestling Entertainment now, instead of what it used to be called, which I can't really say, due to copyright. But, again, it's just, it's just one of those things in life, you never really prepare for. I was actually going to be at the grand opening where Hulk Hogan was actually going to be in Pigeon Forge on opening day for that grand opening, and now I was kind of hoping to meet him, and unfortunately now I can't. I got my, I gotta, had to get off the water here. I'm getting dribbled on. But who are they going to have now? I don't know. I mean, I'm still trying to get in contact with Ron. He is the owner there, And I know he's got to be taken hard because he was actually really good friends with Hulk Hogan. They were best friends. Um, and I'm sure they shut the store down because of it. But I mean, I don't know why I wasn't there. Um, but I mean, am I still going to try to make it to the grand opening? Absolutely. I'm still going to try to be there. I'm just still trying to find out when it's going to be. They're counting at by the end of August. Um, so I don't know who they're going to get now. I don't know if they're going to welcome Hulk Hogan's family in. Have him with it being Hulk Hogan's wrestling shop. You'd think that now that he's gone, they would bring his family in and be like people talk about fond memories of the Hulkster and the largest pythons in the world, the big guns and everything, but it's just one of those things. Now they are still going to have other wrestlers there. I know that for a fact. I just don't know who. I mean, honestly, I don't even think they know who. They just pretty much trying to line them up. Just whoever's whoever's here, whoever's in town, or whoever's willing to just jump by and be like, hey, let's sign some autographs. But you know, but in general, I mean, Hulk Hogan was one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Again, like I said, whether you love him or hate him, the man was a great humanitarian, and he will be sorely missed. So, to the people of WWE Universe, I feel your pain. Believe me, I feel your pain. Um, to the family of Hulk Hogan, to the immediate family, and to everyone who was close to him, my deepest condolences. Like I said, I mean, I am a diehard WWE fan, and I would have loved to meet him. Unfortunately, now that's never going to happen. But you have my deepest condolences. Me and my wife, we will be praying for you and your family in these difficult times. Um, but I'm going to get in here and relax. Like I said, I just got off work. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Um, so I am going to jump off here. But again, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please feel free. If you like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, um, tell me one of your greatest moments. I'm going to hear your comments. I do read all the comments. Believe me, I do. Um, so tell me your greatest memory of Hulk Hogan. Who did he go up against? What was the outcome? I want to hear all of it. Um, but until then, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So until the next video, keep tracking.